Euro, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, hello, Euro. How are you? So
Good.
you have coming holidays or you
Yeah,
don't?
our holiday just started.
Okay. And then when should you resume back your holidays? Your school, I mean?
School starts again. Our exam starts like the IGs.
So
It's just it starts on the our exam start on the 25th.
25th of April.
Yeah.
Is that the final exam?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. And when is your computer exam?
It's on wait. It I look for it. Yeah, the 23rd of May.
23rd of May. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. So okay. What about your homework? How was it?
I couldn't really modify it. It
Okay.
didn't work. I deleted it already though. But I
Okay.
didn't delete all of it, but I deleted some of it.
Okay. So let me have a look with you, but I want to confirm this again from you. So you told me last class that you was told that you will only modify the skeleton code, but you will not be asked to create new methods. Am I right? Did
Huh, what
did I hear
methods?
you correct or I was wrong?
What methods?
I mean, so there is functions and methods in the skeleton program. You told me that in the exam they don't ask you to create new functions, for example. Is that correct? What I hear from you?
I don't know if they will or not. I don't think I said that.
Oh, really? Okay, maybe I did overhear it or I hear it wrongly. Because when I checked the past exams, then I saw that, I mean, because we need to practice based on the style of the exam, right? So I saw that sometimes they request, especially in the last year exam, they request you to create a new method. So yes, most of the times they ask you to modify the current methods or even the current menu that's being displayed, but they still ask you to create new methods. So okay, okay, that's I just wanted to confirm that.
My exam is the AQA one.
Okay, then let me share what I am talking about here. So I think okay. So isn't that okay? Let me see. Is that your exam? I think you are able to see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So isn't that your exam paper? So
Um, 26, 2023. Oh yeah, that is.
it is. It is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is 9210. So what I saw here that you, for example, are asked or required to. So this is just one I want to say. So we will not study it, but so they ask you here to create a new subroutine, which is called search activity. Okay, so this is just to see if the exercises or the training that we need to do together in the class include creating new subroutines or not. That is what I so all the other exercises or even the questions in the exam, they talk about modifying. So, did I make myself clear? So should we
Yeah.
have a look at your code? So in fact, your code is quite simple. The answer should be in just only a few lines. But of course, I mean, definitely to reach that few lines, it needs training. I understand that. It's not saying that you are. Okay. So where is your?
I don't know what to write.
So okay, what was the exam about?
Huh?
What?
What
Sorry, I apologize. No, I'm the exercise. What was the exercise about? We talk about epidemics, right?
Yeah, it was to move it. Yeah, I actually don't know what I did here.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Okay. So
so it's like so if the user input FD max, then they'll move the player to move forward until an obstacle until
is
there's an obstacle.
okay, good. So where do we, I mean, where in the code we put the FD command? Is it in a, I mean, is that the menu? Can you show me where you are? Ah, you put it in a process forward. Okay, can you go down to the menu, please, and show me where exactly you put the commands? Where do you put the commands? Is it the input process?
Or here.
Okay, so you take the command from where? From where? Go down, go down. Okay, you put the commands.
Oh,
You put the commands here. Okay, so you get the command here, and we don't put here any commands. We just receive them, and then we process them using process input. So we just insert them in an array here. So every command we put, so definitely if I say fd max, then it should come here and it should be passed to the process input. Go to the process input, please. This process input, yes. So if you go to process, no, this is process forward. I want process input, search for it.
what happened?
Uh,
Whoa.
yeah, just control, yeah, control, control, what? Let me see. So I, control F. Can you do control F? Control F.
Process is what?
You click on the code, and control F. Control F. Yeah, okay. Now process input. Okay, that's good. Now you see here, this is how you put FD. Okay, so I mean, we need to put here the FD
Oh,
max.
FD max.
So
Oh yeah.
yeah, so this is the exact place where we should try to modify. Do you want me to give you the original content?
Do I just do process forward?
Mm-hmm.
How do you
Okay, can I ask you, I mean, we need to think before we write. So one of the commands you're able to write is FD only. So sometimes you put FD without any input, or sometimes you put FD and you put 5, for example. So, I mean, when he tried to analyze this command, he tried to separate this command into 2 parts. So he separates the FD and he separates the count. So the count represents the number of moves that you need to be done. So if you put here 5, or if you put here max, I think it should be the same. I think you didn't get me yet.
So if count equals max,
Yes, yes. If count equal max, then you should do something. And this, you should do it here. Yes, correct. So definitely, yes, that's correct. You should simulate. I mean, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. So, I mean, count max will move the cursor forward until it reach an obstacle. Am I right?
yeah.
So simulate what do you see below? What you see below is when you have FD, for example, 5, it will need moving 1 step forward until it reach an obstacle, for example. Am I right? Can you go down? Yeah. So you see here, no, go up a bit, go up a bit. Yes. So first of all, this should be deleted. This line 975 should be, yeah. Okay. Second thing is we need to look at here. This is how he do it when there is a count. When there is there a count maybe for 2 or even 5, then he keep looping. And every time before he move, he check. So you need to do the same.
Oh.
You want me to explain to you this move forward do what?
So that just write like if check forward equals true, then move forward in 1, and then you repeat it until obstacle.
Yes, yes, yes.
until check forward equals false.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Can't find it. Oh,
You're searching for process forward, right? Or move forward. Which one you searching? Process forward is the one that you need to change. Yes, this one.
oh wait, did I still write this?
Yes, you are correct, actually. Okay, that's totally fine as a start. Yes. Okay. How much you want to put in the range? Just a reminder, the for loop is a count controlled loop. So you know how many times you want to loop using the for loop upfront. The while loop is a loop that will keep running until a condition is satisfied. So you do not know now upfront when
If
you're
it's
going to see an
false, if check forward is false, then like the loop will stop.
Yes, but it means you didn't put any loop here. Where is the loop that you want to put? You want to put for loop? I don't recommend that because you need to know how many times you need to loop, but you don't know upfront now. So you need to use loops like while. So a while loop will actually do the job for you. Are you confused?
No. I don't know. Do I create a new function?
You don't need
This
to create a new
is
function.
pretty straightforward.
So you don't need that. The check forward is already there. You just need to, I mean, and also the move forward does not have any input. It does not take any input. So as you can see here, it doesn't take any input. So my recommendation is that you try to run the code at the moment.
It won't run.
We have to fix the errors. So yeah, try to run and see what is the errors, and then one by one we fix it. Yeah, okay. Why is it?
I don't know.
Okay, enter skeleton, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
that's
wouldn't
good.
run.
Yes, but we need to see where is the issue. Line 998. Where is line 998? 99, go down to 998, please. Process forward, int part. Ah, okay. So 998. Okay, I got that. So you know what is happening first. So definitely you will face errors. So we need to understand. So what is he's trying to do now is that when he come here, I mean, this, if you write only FD, if the parts, length of parts is 1, so it means that the person run only write FD only without anything here. But if it is got something here like 5 or even max, so he will try to convert the second part. Okay, can I make it easy? You come here, you do a print statement that is typically is to write here parts square bracket 1 and try to put it in a print statement to actually know what you are trying to modify. So do I need to say again? Yes. Put it in a print statement. Press enter first. Yeah. Yeah. Put this in a print statement. Okay. Now please run. So now notice, please. Notice here what he did. What you printed is this. So when he come here, he tried to convert the max to an int. This int will take this thing here, whatever it is, and we try to convert it to an integer. But that is not convertible. We are not able. I mean, if we passed 5, yes, we are. If we pass 5, then it will run. Can you run with 5, please? No. I put 1. You still need to put 1. So yes, run here. I mean, no, 1, yes, run here. Stop, run again. Yeah. Choose and write FD5. And then go. So do you see what is being printed out? 5. This 5 go. So this 5 is printed because you put here print part 1 parts and then you put a square bracket 1. So this can be converted easily to an integer. There is no problem. That will not show an error. But if you put max, that we cannot pass to int. Do you understand? Do you understand how int work?
Yeah.
Int is a
It's
function
for
that
numbers.
Yes, it takes a string. It takes a string like that and convert it to a number, to an integer. Okay, so a string, as I mean, you put fd5 as a string because you write it in the keyboard. So we need to convert that to integer. We use the int function to do that. If you try to do that with max, it will give you error. So we need to put here something, an if statement possibly, to differentiate between if this is an int or a max. If it is a max, we should never pass it using int like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah, because max is like a number.
yes,
No, max is a word. So
it's a string.
Not number.
Yes,
That's
it is a string. Yes. So okay. But if you do that, then you will not be able to process when it comes like 5. How can you do that? There's no way.
Let's do another one. Let's change it here.
Yes, a way to do that is to change it. But it will be slightly, I mean, that will complicate the matter because first of all, he split everything here. Are you able to come here, please? Print parts. So come here, press enter. No, here, press enter, print parts. That will print for you what is the parts that he's going to split. Now run, please. FD5, for example. Okay, Max, go. Yeah, go, no problem. Just write go. Yeah. Okay. So the parts that you printed is here. So he split the command into 2 parts, and both of them is actually what? Both of them is strings. So if he check fd, if he come here and check that it's fd, so there is no way that he will ever come here. He will always come to this. So even you put a condition here like that, he will never come. Why? Because here, if you check, he's taking this is 0 and this is 1. This has the index 0. This is parts. So the split command give us an array with all the content that he split from here. So he split the string based on the space. If there is a space here, so he split it into 2 parts. fd, and it has the index 0, and max, it has the index 1. So he check here parts with the index 0, if it is equal fd. And if he sees that the length of parts is only 1, so the size is 1, so it means that we only have 1 fd, and there is no max or there is no numbers here. So he will go here. And then if he did realize that you put with a number here or whatever it is here, then he will go for the else. So if you go for the else, you need to put another if statement. So, and you check here for max. You check if parts, so here you check for part 0. Here you need to make an if statement if parts 1 equal max. If it is equal max, you should write process forward without int. I think it is getting complicated and you're getting saturated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Okay, totally fine. But where is the exact part that you don't get it in? So when you print it, okay, my question to you, do you realize that what you're printing here is giving you max? How can you pass max to int? This is giving max. How can you pass max to int here? There is no way you can do that. So if you put fd5, he will pass it through int, and it's totally fine. Can you please run a program again and write fd5 instead of max? Okay, that's good. Okay, so can you notice, please, where is the 5? This is because we printed parts. Okay, so he will try here, and this 5 is because we printed parts 1 with the index 1, which is this one. This is an array, and it have two. It has the size of 2, and it have index FD. This FD have index 0, and this 5 have index 1, and he is trying here to pass the 5 to the process forward. Do you remember how the process forward definition? Process forward definition have count in the function definition. So this is a count that he's trying to pass. But in your condition, sometimes this count will not be a number. It will be a string. So you need your code to be smart enough to detect if it is a string, he cannot use int. If it is a number, he can use int.
Okay. Yeah, I know that.
You know that. Okay. So where is the confusion?
Uh, put I don't know what to put here.
Okay. Can you can you put max here? Is it possible that you put max? No, I meant process forward max. So I am trying to tell you that he will never come here.
Yeah, but then if I don't put something here, it wouldn't work.
Your issue, your error is here, not here. So this, he will never come here. Why? Because he always check. Okay, look at this array. Okay. I also want to get rid of what is being printed here, but yeah, never mind. Can you see this? Do you agree that this is an array?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. This array is called what? Can you tell me? It's called parts. And here, this is 0, and this is 1. So this is the index. And this is the values. So if I say I want to get the FD, so I say parts, I open bracket, square bracket, and I say 0. If I want to get the 5, I also put parts 1. And I think this is clear so far, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how come you are checking parts 0 and you expect to find FD max? That will never happen. If you have max, you will never find it in parts 0. So this will be max, and it will be parts 1. So you cannot search for it in parts 0. You will never find it.
How do you know it's 1? How do you know it's like not 2 or something?
Because this is index again. Okay. So how I know? I already asked you to print parts 1, and it produced for you here 5.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay. So I mean, by putting prints, you will get to understand what the code is doing. When I print parts, it print me the whole array. And the whole array, okay, I give you another example. I want you to run, write fd 5 max. Can you write that as an input? So run and put that. Right. Yeah, just put process forward. Actually, put anything, it will never come here anyway. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay, put FD space 5 max. No, 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 no. I want you to put 2. Yeah. Okay, FD space 5 space max. Yeah, good. Now go. Okay, do you see what is happening here? He's splitting what you write into an array that have a size of 3. So you ask me how you know it's 1, because here is 0, here is the index 0, here is the index 1, here is the index 2. Now if I put parts 1, he will print for me 5. If I want to get the max, I will put parts 2. This is an array. This is just an array, and I'm putting the index, and here I know which part of the array that I'm trying to index. So you told me why I know that it is parts 1 or 0. So typically, the program is designed to use parts 0 only. You see? So if
I get it.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's a good thing. But again, if you check here with
Yeah. Check what?
okay, I just want to ask you one thing. When in the code we will come here to check if this is become false?
Yeah.
Okay, when is this going to become false?
It won't be false.
It won't be false if we write so
this part will never come.
exactly. So we will never be able to check FD max here. The only place we can check a max is inside here. Just delete, yeah. Okay. So your checking should be actually here. You should have a print statement or a if statement. And you check if parts is equal max or not. Okay. If it is equal max, what you're going to do?
Would this work?
Yes, this will work, but you cannot put the same if condition on both sides. So, but I mean, anyhow, can you check? Can you check and run? I mean, you don't. Why you
Okay.
should worry about if it is run or not? You just need to wait. Where is parts here? You are now, please, please, please. You are not in process input. You are now in the process
Oh,
forward.
oh. That's simple. Oh yeah. Okay, I think this is
So you have an error here because need
you
to,
didn't put that.
yes, okay, that's one thing. And the else also doesn't
Else.
have,
Oh,
okay. Then you will run an issue because there is no indentation here. Okay, that's good. FD5 first and see if it works. Okay, go down and check. Yeah, it works. Okay, so now we check with FD max. Where is the issue? Process input. We come here. We're still calling this with max. Why? Any idea? But first of all, can you see here? Is that a small or capital?
it's big capital.
And you are checking here, your condition that you are checking is small or capital?
Small.
So if you check here and you here put small and he already changed it to capital, how can it work? So max is not equal max. So you either make this small or you have to make this capital so that your if condition evaluate to true. Okay. Yes. Now run, please.
What's this part for?
This
I don't think I need this part.
which one? You wait. This will if you write FD5, then it will come here. So if you don't have a max and you have FD5, this will evaluate to false, and then we will come printing this.
Why have to do like exact value error?
Yes,
I'll do it later.
you are able to do that. Yes.
Yeah, but let's fix this one first.
Yes, exactly.
FD5. Wait, it already works.
Max,
To
yes.
FD max.
Okay. Okay, so it does seem to work. So do you see what happened now? It worked, actually. Although your code needs some checking more and it's not optimal, but it works. It means that he moved from here until it reached the obstacle.
Yeah.
Okay, so you managed to do it, but again, you need to deepen your understanding here. So I would say the optimal code would not even need to have this too. Just only one. This is not needed. You can just call process forward. Okay.
But then they'll only move one time then. One step.
Okay. Can you remove the while and or even comment it? Yes. Okay. Can you run now? Just fix the indentation and then. Okay. Run. Even if you put a small, he will make it capital automatically. Okay, can you go down and check? Oh, so it doesn't, yeah, okay, that's good. So it doesn't move, right? But why I ask you to remove the while from here? Because inside the process forward, he designed it. No, don't put the while again. I will tell you why. Inside the process forward, he designed it so that it has a loop inside. So he hide that loop from this code. So I wanted you to follow his same style. So go to process forward. Can you go to this function, process forward? Which is just, yeah, forward, up, more time. Yeah, one more time. Yes, okay. So this process forward actually have the loop that can make things work. So if count equal max, so you already putting the while loop here. So you don't need to put it 2 times. So you just need to fix that to max, because that condition will never be met. MAX capital, all capital. Okay, now run and see if it works.
But I don't even need to do that.
Need to do what?
Like the one, because I just have to run process forward.
It doesn't work?
Yeah.
Count equal max. Okay. We are
I
able.
think process forward, not move forward.
But wait, you are moving forward here. You are moving forward. I mean, this is what you do. So, okay, first of all, it is move forward, because he moves forward. If you put it FD5, he will come here and he will do the count and it will move. But the thing is, if you execute this, you should never execute this. So your if must have an else. If you execute, if this is true, you should never run this code. So you should indent the for loop so that it is under the else. And please also wait here. This should be, and the else, yes. No, this else belong to this if. So you have to indent this inside to be in the same line like this if. Yes, okay, indent the one below. Okay, that's good. Now let me also try to explain one thing, please. I want you, I mean, the code does not behave like what we are expecting. So I would go up.
Okay.
So no, I mean, go up in the process forward. The key is to look here. Can you go down a little bit? I just want to confirm. No, go up to process forward. Where is process forward?
Yeah.
And this is process forward. Okay, that's good. So I want to check here if the count here is really working. So I would put a print statement, print count. I want to see, no, don't put it inside. I want to put it outside the if, because I suspect that this if, no, outside the if. I suspect that this if does not become true even. So you have to put it up here. No.
Okay, I'll put it up there.
Can you go down and see here? I don't see any max printed out. Ah, I got it. I think you are passing one. You are passing one to the process forward. Can you go down to process input, please, and show me where you are passing? So when you see a max, you did not pass the max. Can you go down a bit? So yes, exactly here. So what do you do here? When you see that there is FD5, you take the 5, you pass it to process forward. So this is how you do it. But here, you only passed 1. Even though we are having an if statement inside the process forward searching for max. So definitely, if you put 1 here, we will never go in the if statement. This if statement that say count equal max will never be true. This will never be true. Why? Because you are passing 1 here. So the count will be equal 1. I think you're confused.
Yeah, I know that it's only gonna move one time.
No, who said you are putting a while loop, and the while loop will make sure that you move one step at a time, but you should not do that here. Okay, why? Okay, then I ask you, why here he does not pass 1? I mean, this is his old code, and if you put FD5, he will move FD5 one shot. He doesn't put a while loop inside. He put a for loop inside the process forward to do that. But he based it on what? He based it on the count. And what is the count? It's the value that you're passing here. So process forward will take an input, and inside it, it will decide how many times it wants to move. Okay, can I ask you to stop? Can you stop sharing and let me try to share something with you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So this is just to break your saturation. So did you ever see how the midnight sun looks like in Finland? Did you ever see this view before?
No.
So in Finland, they have 6 months where they have sun and 6 months of total darkness. And when they have a sun during the day, the sun never disappear from the scene. You always see it like that. So if you go to most of the Finland houses, you will find that they are having curtains that is totally different from what we see in Malaysia. So they have 3 layers of block out curtains, because the sun at certain at certain months, it never totally go down. You will always see the sun, and sometimes you will see the moon. So you will see the sun and the moon at the same time. So, and even when the sun goes down, it goes down at almost 11 p.m. And it will start to rise up again at 2:30 or even 3 a.m. So the sun almost literally go down for almost 3 hours only. When the people from Finland comes to different areas in the world, they complain that the sun goes down very fast because their day is quite long. Can you imagine? It start up in 2:30 in the morning, and then it will stay for them that they can use all the time until 11 p.m. So these people literally have a long day compared to us.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that before?
No.
Okay. Did you ever deal with people from Europe before?
Huh?
Did
Did I
you
ever what?
did you ever deal with European people before?
No.
Okay. So these people are quite smart. They are very smart people, and they have a lot of innovation there. So it seems that the coldness there makes them think in a very positive and strong way. But the problem is if anybody who is not used to the long sun goes there, and when it become total darkness, when there is no sun at all in the 6 months that have no sun, they will start to have some kind of depression, because I think we are used to the sun here all of the days and most of the year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when there is no sun, even though you imagine that, oh, it's cold and it's nice, but it's not. You will actually suffer some kind of depression when you don't see the sun for long periods. So the sun is quite something good that is given to us.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever hear that? So the people of Finland, I worked there for some time. That's why I'm telling you based on that. So they are quite cool people, which means that they don't lose their temper very fast. So it can be hot in a meeting and everybody is fighting and they are just in their own world. It's like they are bringing the snow with them in the meeting. So they are very cool and they don't really react aggressively, even if the people are really fighting with them. So that is also quite something interesting. You know the salmon here, right? Sometimes we buy salmon from the market here, right?
Yeah.
So there, the salmon is quite so popular, and it is they have it in the sometimes it's the breakfast, and they have it marinated, and it's not even cooked, and they serve it in the breakfast. It's like they they maybe put it in a salt for a long time, and they just eat it raw, and it tastes quite nice actually. They just marinate it and they just eat it raw. I think you used to eat sushi here.
Oh,
Did you eat sushi here in Malaysia?
yeah, we eat sushi here.
Yes. So typically that is something closer, but but the sushi is not marinated. Do you know what they mean marination?
Yeah.
Okay. So they just, I think, put it in some kind of salt solution for a long time until it become um, tasty, and you are able to eat it in the breakfast even.
That's interesting. Because usually you can't eat raw salmon.
Yeah, yeah. So the Finland
I think
people.
I know what for the thing.
Sorry again.
I think I know what to do for the code.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Then we stop here and then we go back.
Well, I don't know why can't I just do this?
Why don't you put the while loop here? Because he didn't. I mean, okay.
Like
I mean,
if I do this,
okay.
uh, I just um
You can comment it. Yeah. But just bear in mind, you are now changing even how the original code works for when they pass FD with a number here. This part, you are changing the original code. So I would not recommend that you can change here. That's totally fine because this is a new part. But don't change here unless it is required. But it's okay. You can do whatever and let's see if it works. Okay, can you please test it with FD5? So your code works excellent with Max, but with FD5 or FD1 or FD2, it will not work.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
I need to add another part.
I mean, you don't need to reinvent the wheel.
Okay.
The code is already here, but you commented it.
Oh yeah.
You just need to put else. Actually, this is just print only for testing. So, and if the part one is not max, it means that it will contain a number. If it contain a number, so okay, yeah, that's good. Make else. Else if must have a condition.
Um.
You must put a condition. It is possible that you can copy the whole condition here up. I mean, you can use else if, and then you put parts, and then you put this part. So yes, you can put else if, no problem. And then you put this condition. Yeah, without the if, yes, that's good. Still go to the maximum, right? Then we need to check the process forward. If you done some changes to the process forward, can you go to the process forward, please, to the function that's called process forward? And okay, so what you did here is actually good. So that is actually good and it's working. Else if if it is maximum, then you will do that. If it is not maximum, okay. But it looks like it is okay. Could not execute FD5. Ah, I got it. Okay. Can you please stop and run again?
What's wrong with the code?
No, there is nothing wrong. I just want to confirm something. Can you start with FD5 and go? Yeah, let me see. It moves. Okay. So the point here that when we reach it, when we put FD max, it reached here. I mean, so I mean your let me see here. Put that here. So this is where you have your arrow. So if you have your arrow here and you tell him FD5, there is no place that he can go forward anymore. He cannot go forward. If you have to turn it down to be able to move down like that. Do you understand? So you cannot, that's why he will never accept any FD5. If you try FD5, he will never move. Can you try FD5 and go? Your code is correct.
Yeah, because you can't move anymore. It wouldn't work.
Yes, it's just because, and that's why he will tell you error. So if you run FD5, he will give you error.
Yeah.
Not because your code is wrong. Your code is actually correct. Okay. So your code finally works.
Yeah, finally.
Okay. It's yeah.
Ah.
I think
Wait,
yeah.
why didn't I get it just now? What? Is it because I didn't do this part? No, I did this part. Why did I not put? Oh well. What do I do next?
So what you need to do next now,
Yeah.
okay, is to actually try to move to make we have a special move, right? And this is not implemented. So we need to try many ways that we can expect. So we talk about moving diagonally, right?
Yeah.
So I would recommend moving diagonally is quite challenging, and it needs actually a few times that we need to practice. So I would say the first thing that we should do is to move down right. So when you have the arrow, when you have your arrow here, okay? So I mean, we can't move up. There is no way to go up, and there is no way to go up also here. So diagonally means that I have possibly 4 directions that I can move. This is up left, up right, and then down left. And so I would recommend to start thinking first about down right. How can we move our arrow down right? So down right, it means that if you are in position 1 and 1, if this is row 1 and column 1, so typically you need to be in, so if you move diagonally, so you should be here. So here is 2 and 2. So you need to implement a function where you are able to check if the next move, which is 2 and 2, is actually have no obstacles. If no obstacles, and that is done by checking, by calling check forward. But this check forward need to be modified, because the typical check forward, it check where is your direction, and it will check the up, right, down, left, but it will never check diagonally. So you have to modify this check forward to work for you. The first step is to modify the check forward. And also, when you are with this angle, okay, so we need to find a way to make maybe our direction. So we need to change our direction. So you see here, check forward, it is checking your direction. If you are up, it will do some calculation to check the obstacle. If you are right, so it will check if you can move forward. But then we need to have a direction that is moving with an angle like that. Because if you see here, so you just need to copy this exact code and start to modify it. Yeah, exactly.
What do you say down right?
Yes, down right, yes. So down right, just be aware we need to add 1 to the row and 1 to the column.
What happened?
You can just copy whole thing and start to modify. you have to also copy that part, euro. This else return true. And definitely that part works only with the left. So
Okay, so to do down right, wait, the row is like straight, like to your right side. Is that a row? No, row is like this. Wait a minute.
this is a column.
Row again.
This is a column. This is a row. So
Yeah,
you need to, when you
the
moving
row.
down.
Wait, is the row the one you go down, like straight down?
So if you're, yes, so yes, the row is down here.
And
This,
then I'll just
yeah. So here,
row plus one,
okay, that's
and
excellent.
then to go right, just leave it. Wait, no, go right, you have to plus one.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, that's good.
That should work, I think.
Wait, okay.
It should work. Down. Right. Oh,
Okay, so he does not, you did not equip him to have a command that is called down right. So in the command list, in the place where we enter commands, we never put down right. We never put that. And typically when he put commands, he put them like with a short. So maybe DW, possibly that we can put it.
oh. Down. Did that work? Did like it work?
Okay, can I share with you? Yeah, okay, never mind. You continue first. So you did part of the things that is needed, but still there is another parts. Okay, now can you try to run and see where you will get an error? So you write your DW, go. Where is the error? The error comes on 109068. 068. Process input in direction down right. So can you go down to see the error? What is the error saying? I want to see here where is the error? What is the error saying? So down right is not defined. Did you define the down right same like you defined the up, right, down? Can you go up in the globals? The first few lines, where is the globals? Go up to the first few lines of code. Yes. So you here defined down, right, left. You see? Now you never defined down, right. So how you want to do it? Okay, I can give you something that you can copy. Okay, I put it in the chat. And okay, what about this? Can you copy that
What?
in the chat? You want me to put it on the WhatsApp?
Oh, oh, okay, wait, let me open the chat. Wait,
How? Okay.
where did you go?
I wait. Give me a second. Then I put it here on the WhatsApp. I think it should be just copy it.
Oh,
Okay, that's good. So now you have downright defined. Copy the whole, yeah. Okay. You're still getting
downright still not defined?
yes, yes,
Oh,
yes, because
oh,
you added
it's,
here.
I did the thing. It's not, right?
You just put it, yeah, yeah. You can put it like that. I think we will face a different thing, but at least that you should. Okay. So at least, okay, I mean, nothing happened, but at least the code that you write, it still worked. So what I want to say in short, because the class is about to finish, this needs changes to different places in the code, not only in the, I mean, you did a change in the process forward, which is excellent. You still need to do some changes in the move forward, because the way that you move is different from the up, right, down, and left. Okay. And you will still have to do another change in the special move. The special move is that when you actually trigger the movement. So at the end, what is doing the movement? You have to call move forward, and you call only move forward. No, allow me to share with you, please. This graph is very important that you try to always keep it in mind and try to memorize it. Can you allow me to share, please?
Okay.
So this is very important. Oops. Okay. So you cannot initiate any movement. Okay. Process input calls what? It called process forward. And process forward have a count. You put it 5 or max. Or max. Okay. We have done with that. So before you do any movement, you need to call check forward. This should give you true or false. And you already have done something similar just now. And once you do the check forward, you need to initiate the move forward. So what check forward is doing, it is adding to the row 1 to the column, to the row, and 1 to the column to check if no obstacle. If no obstacle, it return true. So if no obstacle, we call move forward. In this current code, did you ever, when you're trying to move diagonally, did you ever move forward? No, you didn't. And just if you look at the codes that move forward, he always check what is the direction. And at the moment, you don't have any code, any part of the code that allow you to move down right. So you move forward will work with the direction up, down, and left, right is okay. But moving diagonally, it is something new to it. It doesn't know it. It doesn't come equipped to work with it. So you need to implement the move forward so that it can move in a diagonal way, you know? So that you have to modify. I think you already done the modification here. Okay. And you also need to call from the process forward, you need to find a way to call check forward. And then based on the result, true or false, you call the move forward. So that you have to modify. You did this one, you done the modification. And the process input, you have done the modification. You just need to do the modification here and make sure that you call it. Okay. So where you call the move forward, it is possible that you put it in the special move function. You can call the move forward inside it. It's up to you. You can put it in a special move or any other, or you can keep it in the move forward also can, and you can call it from the process input. So you see where you want to implement that. It's up to you. It's totally up to you. I will give you the exercise text and then look at it, because most probably that could be possibly one of the possible exercises that is requested, and maybe slightly complex than that. Tell me.
Move diagonally? Is that one of the questions?
I mean,
or does it move down right?
I mean, down right is diagonal. It is diagonal. Down right is you're moving with an angle. You are not moving right like that. You're moving. So down right, you're moving down, but to the right.
Yeah.
So it's diagonal move. This is what we call diagonal move.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you are here in a box and you are here to move diagonally, that means that you will become here. So that's why I asked you, okay, if this is the row and this is the columns, so if you are here at 0, 0, you need to add 1, 1 like you did. Just now you did it, right? So, okay. We need to think about that, because possibly that could be one of the possible requests that they give to you. Okay? Think about it, and don't worry if you cannot make it. I mean, I'm not encouraging you not to make it, but if you face difficulty, it's okay. We can talk about it, because I know it's a bit complex.
Can you write it in a group chat?
Can you
write what I need to do?
Yes, I pass you the exercise text. Yes, I can do it now if you want.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Then see you next class. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.